Hi there and welcome to this week's posture and mobility session. So, all you're going to need with you today is a belt, a stretch strap or a power band, something to help you with some leg stretches. So today I'm using a belt and we're going to get straight into using it. So, lying on your back, place the strap, band, belt around the arch of your foot, place the other leg flat on the floor. Keep a very slight bend in this knee. Relax head and shoulders onto the floor. Breath in, breath out, and pull the band back towards you till you start to feel a stretch in the hamstring. I'm going to get you to hold for 7 or 8 seconds. Breath in, breath out. Try and straighten the leg a little bit more and go a little bit further. Make sure to keep the opposite leg flat on the floor. Don't let it venture up, okay? And try not to lock out the knee. Keep the stretch in the belly of the hamstring rather than at the back of the knee. Okay, so that little bit of straightness fine, but don't lock it out. Breath in, breath out, one bit more. Hold. And slowly release out and change to the opposite foot. So, hamstring again. Leg on the floor, nice and flat down. Slight bend in the knee, the stretching leg. Then pull back till you feel the first bit of strain through the belly of the hamstring. Holding. Let the muscle relax into it. Breath in. Breath out and try go a little further. Hold. Breath in, breath out, go again. Keeping this lower leg flat on the ground. Keeping the knee a little bit bent so that the focus again is on the belly of the hamstring. Last bit. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release slowly down. Now, the next one we're going to move on to is stretching the sciatic pathway. Important here that the belt, okay, or the strap, goes right on the ball of the foot, okay? So not in the arch, okay, right in the ball of the foot, because you want to be able to pull the toes back towards you, okay? So rather than letting the toes point away, first of all, you need to be pulling those toes back towards you. Next, the knee is locked out this time. You are not allowing it to bend at all. So, first of all, we pull till we feel a bit of stretch right down the back of the knee. Okay? Other leg flat on the floor. Then the leg goes across your body and pulling up towards the opposite shoulder, keeping that knee locked out straight. Okay? You begin to feel warm, tingly stretch right down. Don't let the hip roll off the ground. Keep the hip on the floor. Okay? The ankle and toes pull back towards you. The knee locked out straight. And the hip stays on the floor. And if you know you're getting it right because there's that little bit of a tingly sensation. Okay, again, you need to stay in a comfortable pain threshold. Shouldn't be killing you. It should be a nice, comfortable 6 out of 10 stretch that you can relax into and allow to happen. All right, switch it over to the opposite side. Right on the toes or the ball of the foot. Pull the ankle straight back towards you. Whoop. Right, there we go. Lock out that knee up till you feel the pull, then across your body and up higher towards that shoulder, keeping that knee locked out as best you can. Getting that same stretch and sensation, and it's this down the sciatic pathway from the lower back down through the back of the hamstring, right through the back of the knee. Sometimes you feel a big pull in the calf also. Just a big stretch of that nerve line. Especially if you've been sitting all week, it could give you quite a bit of relief from any lower back or leg pain you might be getting referred down your leg. Slowly release that out and you can lose the strap. Okay, so we're going to move on to switch on our glutes. First of all, we're going to move to lie on our side. So, lying on your side, shoulder on the floor, start with your body in a straight line. Ear through shoulders, hips, knees and ankles is a straight line. Bend the bottom leg to give you that little bit of stability. Switch on your core. Pull your toes back towards you. Okay, and you're going to start with 8 lifts. Straight up and down. Don't let your foot drift forwards in front of that line. Okay, so that same line of your ears, shoulders, hips and legs. Okay, straight down. Feel the hip squeeze. Next, I want you to imagine there's a pane of glass right along behind you. And you're going to push your heel back into that pane of glass. And then back down again. Push it into the pane of glass. And back down. Do not let the knee bend. Push with the heel back behind you. Now this should be really encouraging your glute to switch on. Okay, and you may begin to feel a little bit of fatigue as it starts to kick in. 2 more, 7. Now we're going to go into a circle, making sure that the foot goes behind you and in front of you. The foot's never touching the floor. 2, 3, upper body core still now, no rocking and rolling, hips stay still. Glute beginning to get tired. 6, 7, 8, switch direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, lock that core in tight. 3, 2, 1, and up and down to finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Let's switch it over to the opposite side. It stings a little bit. Alright, we lie onto the opposite side. Head supported by the hand. Straight body. Bottom leg bent for support. Core switched on. Torso still, up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back through the glass. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, making sure to keep still, no rocking forwards, push my heel back, make it all from the glute, circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, in front of me, behind me, 3, 2, 1, change direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, feeling that burn now, 5, 6, 7, 8, up and down to finish, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super. Next one, lying flat on your back. We're going to do a straight leg bridge. So your hands are out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. Core pulled in tight, connect those ribs down into your stomach. Okay. The aim is to push your heels down into the floor, keeping your toes straight. Okay. And lift your bum off the floor. So lift, hold, squeeze the glutes, and relax. Lift, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. Number 3, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. Don't let the knees bend and bring in your hamstrings. Try and keep your bum and lower back activated. Squeeze, 4, 5, bum off the floor. 6. 2 more. 7. Squeeze and hold. And the last one, number 8. Squeeze, hold. Super. We're working on now up onto our shoulders and neck area. We're going to start with an exercise called open book. So, lie flat on your side. Hands straight out in front of you. Knees up so that your knees are at the same height as your hips. Knees bent at 90 degrees. From here, you keep your head off the floor and in line with your spine. You open the top hand, roll over. This shoulder and arm stay flat on the ground. The aim is to get my head, shoulders and hand flat on the floor without this top leg moving. So I want this leg to stay still, get open as far as I can and back in. 1. We're going to do 6. Reach, pause, relax, and back up. Number 3, reach, pause, exhale, and in. Number 4, reach, hold. 2 more. 5. And last one. 6. Spin it over to the opposite side when we get back to the middle. Alright. Knees up, level with the hips, head off the floor, breathe in and breathe out. 1. Remember, don't let that top knee move. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 4. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 6. Slowly back to the middle. Good. We're nice to loosen out the upper spine. Now we're going to look at stretching the chest just a little bit. So, turn the mat a little bit. I want you to lie face down. Place your elbows up at the same height as your shoulders and your hands flat on the floor. From there, we're going to rotate open. Okay, so I'm going to take my left leg and reach over to the right. I'm going to keep my right shoulder on the floor and rotate my chest open till I feel the stretch across the front of my chest and shoulder, and release and roll to the opposite side. Foot first, use my hand to roll, stretch the chest and release back out. Switch it over, hold, 2, 3 and out. Foot first, hip, and then support with the hand. 3, 2, 1. Keeping my shoulder as close to the floor as I can. 3, 2, 1. And out. Switch it over. 3, 2, 1. And out. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And last one to the left. 3, 2, 1. Super. From here we come up into scapular push-ups. So you can either go from the kneeling position or onto the toes. Either way, the aim is to keep your shoulders back and away from your ears. As much distance between your shoulders and ears as possible. Get the core switched on, and then you're going to retract your shoulders together and then protract the shoulders forwards. Retract the shoulders together, protract the shoulders forwards. Retract the shoulders together, protract the shoulders forwards. That's 3. Okay, we want to go for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Super. Moving on to back. We're going to work on contracting the muscles in our upper back, giving them a little bit of strength. So we're going to start lying on the floor, heels up close to the glutes, elbows out to the side, so that the elbows are the same height as my shoulders. My hands are up as if I'm holding on to a bar, ready to do chest press. But instead of doing that, I'm going to try and pull the bar down to my chest, using my elbows to drive into the floor. I lift my chest to the bar, hold, and slowly down. Now, if you lead with your neck in this exercise, you'll get a very sore neck. So don't throw your neck and head up. What's really important is keep your chin tucked in like you're trying to give yourself a double chin, and hold the tip of your head as far away from your shoulders as you can. Lift, hold, so that your neck muscles are really not working hard. 2, and slowly down. 3, control down. Good. 4, control down. Keep that chin in. 5, 6, 2 more. 7, and last one, 8. Super. From here, we're going to go into a floor angel. So, similar position, legs straight up on the floor, on the ground, straight up from the floor into the air. Okay, lock the core in nice and tight, keeping the lower back flat on the floor. Start in this W shape, okay, with the forearms flat on the ground. Okay, bring your elbows as low as you can without letting your hands come off the ground, without letting your lower back lift off the ground, and then reach up, sliding the forearms up as high as you can, and then back down again. Keeping all those points. Try not to let the hands lift at any stage. If you're struggling to even get your forearms to the floor, okay, then just keep them as close to the ground as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. That brings us into our very last exercise. You're going to start in a push-up position. It's a combination here of a couple of exercises. So, first of all, up into the push-up position. From here, you walk your hands back, hips up, and drop down into a downward dog, making sure to flatten out your back and push your chest down towards your ankles, your head down between your shoulders as far as you can. Walk back into the push-up position. Take your right leg and swing it out to the left and open your left hand as high as you can. Roll back in, back into downward dog. So it is a downward dog movement followed by a primal chest open. Walk back open, downward dog. Primal movement open, Nice and slow and controlled. Walk it in, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to do one more on each side. And last one, downward dog movement first. And then into the primal movement with the chest open. And take a break. Thanks for joining me today. See you next week.